Oh, good. I wondered if you would hear that when they come here, and they're not perhaps not quite sure what they're getting traded to, and then they see a facility like this.
Well, I was very curious. You know, I wonder how we compare around the NBA and just around the country, and it was great feedback because these guys had played in a number of cities, seen a number of different programs, came from very big college programs that in some cases have practice facilities, and to hear that right now we are the biggest and the best it was great for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was good things.
And you should be proud of all that you do here. Let's continue the tour. They have a theater where they watch game tape.
Sure.
What used to be called game tape is now game DVD. Right?
DVDs and everything's digital now. So
tell us about that screen.
Okay. Well, you have, actually, it's a 150-inch screen with 121.5 inches of viewable space on there.
So compare that to, like, the average family room at home might have a screen that's...
Well, you may have a 50-inch is probably the standard size of the big screens around here. I think that would be a nice size TV.
150-inch for anyone that didn't hear.
Absolutely. So it's a great picture for the guys. They're able to go in. They usually start practice there every day. We are connected to our video room so they can run video directly from our video coach's office in there. We also have laptops set up in there. Everything's connected, but it's a high-definition projector where they're able to break down film and see everything. I think you can get the widescreen in there.
Now tell me about those chairs, because there's two things about those chairs I find fascinating that were done on purpose.
Sure.
So would you share with us, they're great chairs and it's theater seating, but how are those chairs designed to facilitate a serious practice attitude?
Sure. Well, they're theater-style seats. They were all custom built here, and they're oversized for the guys. But two things that they did with them: one, they didn't allow them to recline because they want the guys to stay awake during film session and alert. They also aren't very wide, so they didn't want the guys to get too comfortable in there. We usually keep film session between 20 and 30 minutes, and it keeps the guys awake a little bit. They can't get real comfortable in there, and that was the point. They want them thinking about basketball and business while they're in there. It's not a relaxing area.
Now, do they have like assigned seating, or do they go to the same seats? How do they choose? Is there a pecking order where the newest guy gets the last chair left?
Well, there's 25 seats in there, and at most, I think we could have 15 guys on the roster. So. There's a pecking order. You know, LeBron and Big Zadrunas are going to get their choice, but the guys just kind of fill in, and there's plenty of space. I don't think that's ever been an issue, but I know LeBron and Z probably get their choice without any problems.
Now, tell me, it's a beautiful locker room. I was thrilled to be able to get to see it. Do all locker rooms look pretty much the same in the NBA? Do you know?
Well, we made a design change with our locker room. It's in the shape of a football, and that was done to facilitate communication between the players. Most locker rooms are either in a square or a rectangle where you can kind of bury yourself into your locker and get dressed and leave and not really communicate and socialize with your teammates. We did this so that the guys, everywhere you turn, you're going to see a teammate. You turn around, he's right there. At the arena, they have like the MP3 players and little TVs in the lockers. We chose not to do that here because they wanted to foster that communication. There's one big screen TV in there that they have to share and use in a community style.
Now, who has the messiest locker? Can you tell us?
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily messy, but LeBron has he's got a lot of things. He's got a lot of shoes. He's got a lot of clothing and things like that in there. But the guys are pretty good.